Another edition of Outside Shots presented by thelines.com. My name is Eli Herskovich. You can follow me on Twitter at Eli Herskovich. You can follow The Lines on Twitter at TheLinesUS. Recording here on Tuesday, March 7th for the WCC Championship betting preview between number 1 seeded St. Mary's and the 2nd seed Gonzaga in that conference tournament. It is title time in the WCC. Tip time is 9 p.m. Eastern on ESPN. Before we get started, remember to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, and ring the bell to get notifications whenever a new sports betting market is discussed by thelines.com. We're also giving away a $25 Amazon gift card in our daily college hoops pick'em contest. More details about our March Madness contest as well in the near future. For more information on all that, head over to play.thelines.com. And as always, join the Lines Discord channel to get notifications when we place bets, including my conference tournament futures. Those are all in the Lines Discord channel, and you can head over to thelines.com to get started. For this WCC title game, Gonzaga open -3, so about a possession favorite on a neutral floor in Vegas after knocking off San Francisco in the second of the 2 WCC semifinals on Monday night. But the spread was bet down to Gonzaga -2.5, so a bit of money coming in on St. Mary's as we're recording here again on Tuesday afternoon. The team split their regular season series in the first matchup. St. Mary's got the best of Gonzaga down the stretch, overcoming a double-digit first-half deficit over the first 20 minutes. But in the second half, it was a different story, especially in the final minutes of that game and into overtime, where Aiden Mahaney and that Gales ball screen offense was able to dissect Gonzaga's poor ball screen coverage and rim protection this season. Overall, Gonzaga is not the same defensive team that it was last year when they had five-star phenom Chet Holmgren. But you go back to this second meeting on February 25th, and Gonzaga not only got the best of St. Mary's, but they covered and won that game by 9 points. And Mark Few, Gonzaga's coach, threw something out of his back pocket, using a 1-2-2 full court press against St. Mary's. And while the Gales operate at a much slower pace than the average Division I adjusted tempo across KenPom, Gonzaga was able to disrupt St. Mary's offense and not allow them to get into their sets even as quickly as they want to with that methodical tempo. So looking at this matchup in particular, St. Mary's has the 7th rated adjusted defensive efficiency, which correlates to the under, on top of the fact that if that defense allows them to operate at their own pace and Gonzaga isn't able to score efficiently, not only that, but also set up that 1-2-2 full court press, which St. Mary's will also be ready for in this third meeting, I would expect the Gales to be able to cover this 2.5 point spread. Now, not a bet for me, but I do think the market is giving Gonzaga a little bit too much credit going back to that second meeting. And on top of all of that, I think Gonzaga is a bit overvalued in the national title futures market at 20-1. Like I mentioned, they have an elite front court piece offensively in Drew Timme, but Gonzaga is really struggling not only with its rim protection and ball screen coverage this season, but also with its three-point defense. So Gonzaga defensively is a huge concern, even though they boast one of the most efficient offenses across college basketball. Remember to subscribe to The Lines on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you find your favorite podcast. I did a conference tournament betting preview looking at the Power 6 conferences and some mid-major looks for this week with VSiN's Wes Reynolds. So be sure to check that out wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. Thanks for watching and listening to The Lines, and we'll be back tomorrow with more betting previews for college basketball tournaments.